So you have, this particular gentleman here. He's going to talk about, the modern women in his community. He's part of the, white delegation. And I want you to hear exactly how he has been treated and why he decided to go overseas for a wife. Let's review it.
All the American women I wanted to be the superior of the household, the head of the household. They wanted to make all the decisions. They didn't want any equality at all whatsoever.
Boy, that kind of sounds familiar. I told y'all, this is not a color issue with women. That's why I say you can't say it's a black woman thing or whatever. It's not. It is a American culture thing that's happening. That phenomenon here in America.
All they wanted was money and they wanted status. And that was it. And that's all I was to them. I was just a status symbol.
You heard that? He was a status symbol. And I know women of different communities came his way to try to sit up there and use him. And he saw that for what it is.
Why would I want that? By going to the Philippines, my Filipino wife actually adores me, loves me, treats me good. Whereas American women, I was just a thing to them.
Well, you got Brad saying the exact same thing. Exact same thing. I told you. It is something with the modern American woman where you have all this entitlement going on. You have all this, I can just use a man up, abuse a man. He doesn't matter. He can't, be in his God-given, rightful position as head of the household, because that's a fight, because this country has literally destroyed the traditional family in all communities. And the communities that still kind of holding on to the traditional family are immigrant families that come into this country because they wasn't socialized here. They were socialized in their countries. So they're going to still have that family dynamic, immigrant groups. But people that have been here 400 or 500 years and so on is literally just almost non-existent, the traditional family. So this is why a lot of men in general are saying, you know what, I want to go try something else. Because that's called what it is in the Philippines. Their society is still traditional. So he had no issue going over there and getting with a traditional woman from the Philippines. You understand? So it's not just an issue with brothers. Brothers are actually late to the game. White men been doing that. White men been going all over the world, getting women, doing white men, because white men, because of the, unearned, privilege that they have, due to the work of, my ancestors. It afforded them to travel more, but brothers are now, finally getting, they do. Brothers are getting more knowledge. Brothers are making more money. So now brothers are moving around. So this is why it seems so new, within the black community. But like I said, white men been doing this for a long time. Every country I go to, I see a white American man there. Every last one of them I've been to. It ain't now one I ain't traveled to. I ain't seen one there. So they in everybody else's country constantly. And that's why we need to get brothers to do the same thing. Not to say you're looking for a woman, but hey, travel. I want you to, learn different cultures, eat different food, expand yourself, throughout the world, because it gives you a better world view anyway. When you travel and things like that. That's why it's even good for children to travel. Like, if you have children, get them to travel so they can have a better world view and not just kind of stuck in just your city or your state. You understand what I'm saying? So, shout out to this guy. He said he wasn't going to sit up there and put up with that problem. He said he just, went to the Philippines and removed himself, from the issue. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Brad here. Like I said, he said he wasn't being used and abused no more. He said he had to check on out the process.